Hey folks, this is Vagrant. Welcome back to Expedition 33 and welcome back to Lumiere. In what may well be the final episode of Expedition 33. I don't know how long is left, so my plan right now is basically play until I finish the game, however long that takes. If that happens to take more than, say, an hour and a half, I'll split it into 2 videos. If it takes closer to the hour mark, then it'll be 1 video. That's, generally speaking, how I tend to approach these finale stages. We're now heading into the opera house where I can see this ghostly visage in the distance playing away on the old organ. I think I just saw something up there actually. It's very pretty, but I've got things to do. Dum, dum, dum. I wonder if this is connected to the nonsense going on in Lumiere, or if this was always here, if they always had this holographic opera house. This is beautiful, my god. Oh, it's the boy. Well, it's Verso, essentially, right? I hope I haven't... I always worry that I've made some, like, grand misinterpretation somewhere along the way, and that isn't Verso at all. I'm pretty sure it is Verso, but, you know, maybe I got something terribly wrong at some point. Do I have any skills? Oh, I guess, for the sake of what we can do with Mael, there's no achievement for it. I mean, it doesn't really matter. But it'd be nice to do. Have every skill unlocked. See you later, kid. Some beautiful work, though.
Nice.
Oh! I thought that was a Color Lumina, and then I just got the achievement pop up for finding all the music records. Right, I think I've only got 2 achievements left. And like I said, I don't really care, but for a game like this, I like to think I've done nearly everything. You know, I want to celebrate that I've done all there is to do, and I've really gotten out of the game what I can get out of the game. I think that's a nice thing when you love a game this much. And achievements and hunting for that kind of stuff brings me a weird little joy.
From the Axon Islands. What are they doing here?
Like Axon's their papa's creations, not Claire's.
Oh. Make sure the conversation was over before we start to fight. Oh, they're not allowed a turn. Unfortunately, boys.
Feel the embrace of fire.
The noise they make is haunting every time.
For annihilation.
You know what it might be worth doing, because I'm only doing this much damage, is finding an attack that does more hits. Because my max is 5 with Burning Canvas or Pyrolyze.
Witness the flames.
Oh, that only hit 3 times. Well, that was going.
Finesse and grace. Void takes.
There's one thing that annoys me
everything.
with this setup. A necessary setup, don't get me wrong. But it's that it's made things like Gamage completely pointless. Because it's going to do way more than 9. It's going to do, you know, 3 million damage. Never mind 99,000. It's going to do 12 million damage. So, Gamage suddenly isn't worth using. But that means we can maybe look at other gradient abilities. Maybe ones that have multiple hits as part of them from a different character. See if there's any value in that. We'll have a look actually. For example, CL, what have you got? C, for example, Shadowbringer, high single target damage to random enemies, 10 hits. So 10 hits is really good because, well, it just means hopefully we'd get 10 hits off 100k damage. Although you probably wouldn't, actually.
Show me what you can do.
But the point is, that makes more sense than like one big hit, right?
A storm is coming.
Storm is coming.
Feel the embrace of fire.
Curse you, fly girl. Curse you to Hades. I don't really understand why Mael is getting 3 turns. Is she just that speedy? She gets an extra turn somehow? Not sure. What's this?
Great.
Recover 5 health on hitting a stunned target. That is terrible. that's not good. I mean, how often do you stun targets? You never stun targets. It literally never happens.
Here we go.
And to be fair, it's kind of like, I mean, stunning is breaking, right? Is stunning breaking? I don't even know.
Your turn to shine.
It's one of those things that if you started to build your build around it, maybe you would find that you do it more often, right? That's really the reason we don't do it, because I'm not built to do it. But I'm sure we could be if we wanted to be.
Prepare for annihilation.
I'm always prepared for annihilation, Midia. Believe me. Can we use to upgrade weapons to level 9? Oh yeah. Even so, it's interesting because you could view this as, because obviously we're very oh, is that another picto?
Well, that will help.
Oh, we already own it. That doesn't happen very often. Wait, that was healing stun again? Why would you give me the same pictos twice in like a 2-second gap? That's very strange. In case you miss it, do you think it's that important?
Show me what you can do.
In a way, there's a way of seeing this as like, you know what I think would be really cool if the final boss leveled up with you, because I think
A storm is
thematically you can kind of justify how our characters went away for a while and got a lot stronger. You know, that makes a lot of sense. They trained for this so that these regular enemies aren't a big deal anymore. You know, this is the goal that they had. They wanted to be able to come in here and destroy these enemies that once gave them trouble. And to spend their time in the world, enjoying their time together, given that they don't really know what's going to go down at the end of all this. You know, we don't know I still don't know what's going to happen, you know, at the end of this. Is it happy forever after? I don't think so. I don't get the impression there's a great happy ending waiting for anyone. It just isn't that kind of game, so it would make sense. You know,
Almost there.
Mael.
Let's go.
It's kind of like, you know, when your dog's gonna die, the dog has to be put down. So you take them up to the, you know, you take them out for a really nice day beforehand. You spend as much time as you can with each other before the end. I'm a little worried that I've missed. A, I don't know where to go. I'm a little bit lost. B, it must be up here. B, that I'm going to miss out on that one bloody foot I'm looking for. I haven't seen... Oh, it must be down here, right? Ah, there it is. I haven't seen the enemy I'm looking for. Creation. Oh, well, it's French, so creation.
Oh, wow.
If I end up missing a single foot for a single achievement, heads are going to roll, let me tell you.
Interesting.
There's no more merchant then, is it? Maybe I should continue. Maybe I should continue. Continue what? Forever, forever. Was he suggesting that he should continue within this cycle? What happens now the Gamage doesn't happen anymore? That's an interesting thing to think about as well. You know, surely... I mean, the Paintress was doing the Gamage to fight against Renoir, right? And the Paintress wanted this world to continue, so we have to assume the Gamage was being done for a positive purpose, right? But that's not going to happen anymore. Hey, we do have a merchant.
Interesting.
I love the way she says that. This is the weird place for you to hang out, buddy. After all the mess that's happening, I was the only one curious enough to make the journey here. This place is sad. Okay, well, let's fight the merchant. Mael, do you think?
On guard.
Should have done someone else, probably.
I'm ready.
She gets 5 turns in a row. I'm sorry, merchant. I really am.
Everything.
Thanks for the instruction. Now let me tell you the real goods. Full strength, 25% increased damage on full health. Oh, that's really good, actually. Yeah, that's great. Oh, wait, no, it's terrible. Or is it great? It sounds really positive, and it's definitely not bad. And I was thinking, oh, it's really good for like a Mael build. But Mael is strongest when she has 1 health, not full health. Don't need any of these. We don't have Volesterum. A +1 AP on stance switch. If stanceless base attack switches to defensive stance, recover 5% health on stance switch. That is awful. And there is nothing else I need. I mean, we could upgrade some levels, but it seems a bit pointless, really.
You know.
Look out there. Thank you. I'm keeping hold of my Chroma stuff because there's always a chance I do a New Game Plus playthrough on my own of this game.
Papa is somewhere past the gardens.
Oh, sweet. The garden is, I believe, what I was looking for. I'm going to bring in Minoko. This is ominous, isn't it? You see what I mean by the... Just tonally, nothing here feels good. You know, none of this feels like it's building up to a big, successful, happy ending. It feels like it's building up towards drama and pain and melancholy and loss. Which would track, you know. I think this game would feel very weird if it all ended.
I can't sustain the expedition as much longer.
Matt, we need to defeat them fast.
Can I go over here? Yeah, okay. Make sure I fully explore. I'm looking for a creation. I'm looking for Horseboy.
Interesting.
Oh, we're heading towards the Eiffel Tower. Dum 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 da dum 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 da dum 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 da dum 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 dum. It's not that music, I don't think. Or at least not that part of the music. Alright, you two. Oh, it is dum dum, but it has some notes taken out of it to make it a little bit more maudlin.
Ready?
Your turn to shine.
Wow, wow, wow.
Sweet tasting Bangalore.
Okay, so we go hit first. You show them, buddy.
So much power.
It's not bad. Honestly, it's not bad at all.
Prepare for annihilation.
That little flippy floop she does at the end of Phantom Strike makes me happy every single time. Just a little bit of unnecessary flair, just to look dramatic and cool. I vibe with that. Wow, wow. Where's this horse? I did look up where all the enemies were, and I swear it was in the garden. Oh god. Is this a Bergeron? No.
Useful.
It's interesting to look at them, because they look like, obviously, just like dead versions of these guys, right? These existing enemies, but you sort of think, well, what's Renoir been up to?
Oh, well. Show me what you can do.
I don't know if I even need to double damage, technically.
Your turn to shine.
The fact that the music has stopped makes me very nervous. I don't like that one bit, let me tell you. All I can hear is this bell tolling. Sakapapate!
En garde!
The only problem is, of course, is that I'm not currently leveling Lune up. And we're going to need all the XP we can get if she's going to get to level 99. She's probably not.
Nice.
Dun dum dum da da dum 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 da da dum 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 da dum. This game, music in this game is omnipresent. It really is. It's constant. Oh, there we go. That's what I was looking for.
Your
Hello.
father's been extra inspired.
A most enticing.
Sorry, Minoko. Rachel. Now, I think usually you wouldn't have fought one of these, right? At this point in the game. If you just came straight on. The only reason we fought them is because we went to Renoir's drafts. And obviously Renoir's drafts is where Renoir is practicing. Oh, no, right. It's where he's practicing creating these things. So it makes sense that we would see them before he comes to use them here.
En garde! Prepare for annihilation.
May as well switch
From
drivers.
fire. I'm ready.
Ah, Swiss driver's stupid.
Void take everything.
Ready.
Oh, I should have done the other one. Oh well.
The dance begins.
My, what lovely feet.
Oh no, it's gonna have a turn. Oh no. Oh, I should use my gradient attack. How dare you have a turn? Oh. Oh? Try to take my bloody XP bonus away. Always play twice in a row, but deal 50% less damage. I'm guessing the idea behind that is if you... Let's say you weren't going off... Because we got Cheetah, right? And Cheetah's obviously better than that. I mean, that's better than... Going twice in a row and doing 50% less damage is better than going once in a row, obviously. Because you build up more AP, you can set up more, you know, dramatic turns. It gives you more flexibility. It's definitely a positive. But it's obviously worse than Cheetah, because I don't think... It's not take an extra turn, it's play twice in a row. And that's very purposeful phrasing, so that it's not play 3 times in a row. Even then, you wouldn't want to use that, right? I wouldn't want to take a 3rd turn if it meant I did 50% less damage. Maybe on someone like... You know, on different characters who are more in a setup kind of way.
Fill me in.
But my elf, for example, would never want to do that. But we got Cheetah from
Let the ink flow.
Splunk. I can't remember his name. The guy in the water is where we got Cheetah from, right? So if you... That was not an easy fight. Like, when we were first ready to come here to Lumiere, we could not have done that fight, you know? We couldn't have killed Splonk. So... if you came here straight away and you hadn't explored the world, that gives you a cheap version of Cheetah ready to use for people who missed out on the exploration, basically. I think is the idea. I think we're a little scared, folks. I feel like we're approaching the very end. I don't wanna. I don't want things to change. I'm not good with change. I don't hack it very well. Oh, I don't mind change.
Papa's over there. And the chroma we need to bring back Lumiere.
Even I can sense him.
We'd better make sure we're ready.
Oh, as far as I know. There we go. Walking for dramatic effect.
Papa?
Alicia.
Please. I just want you to understand what this canvas means to me.
I do understand. I know how powerful and intoxicating it is. How deeply attached we can become to the worlds we pour our hearts and souls into. I was enthralled, and it nearly killed me.
Doesn't mean you have to erase Verso's canvas.
Child, do you think I want to? After all the sorrows we've endured, do you really think that I want to destroy this last piece of his soul?
Don't.
Life keeps forcing cruel choices. We do what we must.
Grief often blinds us, and we make choices we can never take back.
You grieve for two.
I grieve for many.
The choices of parents leave indelible marks upon their children. But ultimately, the voices in their head have to be their own. You cannot set the boundaries of their life for them.
After the fire, you wanted me to find new joy in life. And I tried. But I couldn't. Verso died because of me. How do I get from that to joy?
Child, it will get better, I promise you. But this is not the way. Your friends speak truth. And it changes nothing. You can hate me. But that's a choice I must make. As your father, I must look out for you. Especially when you can't look out for yourself.
You treat me as if I'm still 5!
I treat you as if the shadow from the worst day of our lives is going to suffocate you and take you from us too! Enough. I said enough.
This game has such a flair for the dramatic, and I love it. I really do.
Show me what you can do.
Okay, he may never have a turn. I'll play around that as best I can. It's wild how clearly both sides make so much sense, though, isn't it? You know, Maëlle loves this world. She loves this canvas. She's got best friends here. She's strong and powerful, and she's her full self here in a way that she can never be on the outside world again. But it isn't real. It just isn't inherently.
I'm ready.
And as the father, Renoir's looking at what's going on and thinking, you know, what, I'm just gonna do some beating. What have you got, Lune? No. What have you got, Maëlle?
You can't escape.
That's kind of rubbish, wasn't it?
On guard. Let's dance.
Whoops, Daisy.
Doing in.
Well, I guess I saw his attacks. That's something, right? That has value.
The elements dance. The eternity of ice. Go forward. We've got work to do. Feel the embrace of fire.
Blades sharp.
I just want to make sure if he's gonna have like phase changes and stuff that I don't miss out on them, you know? Look how many turns we get. I just applied rush to everybody. I should have just bloody killed him. It didn't. It's not making a difference.
Let's play.
This will hurt.
I'm gonna let him have another turn. Great time to use the music. Great time to use the music.
We've got work to do.
We must accept things as they are, not how we want them to be.
I'm waiting.
What would ever so have wanted. Truly.
I'm gonna give it one more turn. I just want to see what he's gonna say and what the fight's gonna include. I'm a little worried he's gonna die to Typhoon.
Okay.
This is a very cocky way to kill a boss. Skipping turns over and over again until the Typhoon takes him out. But he just, I mean, the man just wants his daughter, you know?
We've got work to do.
Not today.
Serene rescues Renoir. Whoa!
Stop this insanity. It's time to go home. I do love a challenge, but this is beginning to irk me.
Fuck. He keeps regenerating.
Maybe we focus on the axons first.
No, she can't.
Mama.
Lune, you're going to kill yourself. It's too soon for you to return to any canvas. Selfish, Aline!
Let's spill some ink.
Let's spill some ink.
On guard.
Same idea again. I want to make sure he at least has
Lloyd, take
one more turn, you know?
everything.
Let's play.
Although I want to try Shadowbringer.
Time to strike.
Yeah, didn't really think that was going to do much damage. It was cool though.
The number is painted.
On guard.
Gonna let CL join in a little bit to finish things off, you know?
Take everything.
Seems hard.
On guard.
We've got work to do.
Should have really kept an eye on how many hits I did and try to figure out how much health this guy would actually have in reality. Think thingamajiggy. Simon had about 50 million or something. What are you doing, Renoir?
at Alicia. She can't be here. Eileen, it's supposed to be you and me, not you against me.
Go home, Renoir. Go paint something else.
Why am I the only one who sees this?
Finesse and grace.
I see it as well, Renoir. I do get it, buddy. I don't know which way I'm leaning with all this, but I do understand your perspective. I'll say that much. I feel for him. I feel really bad for him.
Let's gamble.
I'm gonna skip. Try to get him another turn.
A storm is coming.
Hurry it! Let's spill some ink. I'm ready.
Put aside the canvas. It's killing you both.
Not this time!
Ironic. Your mother was the one who saved me when I lost myself in a canvas. She taught me how to safely use our gift. How to soar without flying too close to the sun. We painted hundreds of canvas worlds, pushing the very boundaries of creation. And she never let me forget that every day we spent here has a price. Yet, here we are now.
So trust her. If she's doing this, then...
I trust what she taught me. This is not a game. You think you know what's at stake, but you don't.
I know precisely what's at stake. You want control. You want to feel like you're doing something. You couldn't save Verso, so you want to save us. Except you're not. Destroying the canvas won't help us move on. It'll just deny us the one place that helped us feel again.
67 years. 67 years I spent trapped within the monolith. But I persisted. Do you know why? Do you know why I cannot leave her or you behind? This is what I see every day. I cannot spend another day with living corpses. Since the fire, our family has crumbled. Lune in the canvas. Clair fighting a solitary war. You, a living ghost. Verso's death broke us. Want it to be fixed. I need it to be fixed. I cannot lose you too.
Don't you see? That's how I feel about them. I can't lose them either. I've lost too much. Papa, see? I've lost so much.
We both lost so much.
Papa, I don't want to lose you either. I'm not leaving you forever. Just a little longer.
I want to trust you, but
You can.
keep the light on for you. I hope you find peace. Hold on to each other.
Verso!
I'm sorry.
God damn, that's pretty. That's kind of art I used to love making digitally. Man. So Renomar seems to have succeeded the situation and said, you know, you can stay here if you want. I don't want to start talking about things until I need to talk about things. I don't know. It's a complex situation. Oh, hey, it's me. It's time to stop painting. Huh?
You're tired of painting, aren't you? I'm tired too.
That's... You shouldn't be able to be here.
Mamon's gift.
Why did you run in? It's dangerous for you here.
See things as they are. Not how you want them to be.
What?
You lied to your father.
No.
He saw it too. But he wanted to believe. You're going to die here. Why don't you just leave? You can always come back.
The moment I leave, Papa will erase this canvas.
This is not worth your life.
What life? My life of loneliness in a shell of a body, with no voice and no future.
You're my Elle. No matter where you are, you don't need this canvas.
But everything I want is here. Here I have a chance to live, Verso, to live. Out there I merely exist.
Life keeps forcing cruel choices.
Stop quoting Papa!
It's time to stop painting.
Verso! Papa also said, hold on to each other.
Old friend, you've traveled miles, spinning in circles, your blind eyes on the dial, stripping
I'm sorry.
out colors. But it's time to say goodbye until next life.
Decide the fate of the canvas. No! I mean, I knew this was coming. It felt inevitable. I've gone back and forth. You know, I think I determined a while ago that I was probably going to erase the canvas. And then I kind of shifted. Over this episode in particular, I kind of shifted more to my Elle's point of view. And I think I've shifted back. Because the kid is... And I love that the game isn't, like, putting down what he is. You know, the game isn't slapping you in the face with what's going on here. You can just figure it out. But the kid is Verso, as we've said. And this is... As Renwell said, do you really think I want to erase the last part of his soul? So the kid here, painting, is the very last remnant of Verso's soul that he kind of kept in the canvas before he died. So the problem with that, of course, is that means that this kid, and it's Verso as a child when he was painting all the time, and it's this childish fragment. If the canvas is to stay, this kid has to keep painting for all of time. He's trapped, you know, essentially being tortured. He wants to stop. Verso himself wants to stop. And not just adult Verso that we know, but Verso, the last, like, Verso himself probably just wants to rest, you know? He doesn't want to... This is the thing about death. Like, or let's say you're at the end of your life, and let's say you're. I don't want to get too much into like a rough topic, but you're thinking about assisted suicide. Maybe you're living in pain, and you're talking about assisted suicide and stuff like that. Your family members want to keep you around, right? But it's for selfish reasons. Let's not pretend otherwise. If your life would be better ended, that should ultimately be your choice to make. The fact that your family members will be sad about that makes it a harder decision, but it isn't up to them to choose whether you get to live or die. I think body autonomy and individualism is very important, and ultimately it should be entirely up to you what you do with your body and your life. I think assisted suicide should be illegal, by the way. It's so annoying because both sides have... there's no winner here. There's no winner. Both sides have clearly very good points. On one hand, you've got Maëlle, who doesn't feel like she's got a life out there. You know, she's trying to... A, she's trying to hide from the guilt that she got Verso killed. B, she can't speak, and, you know, she's a bit messed up physically. She feels like she's gonna... I mean... Okay, but I've got another thought. But she feels like she's gonna go back to that life and just be nothing, you know? She's not gonna live her life. She's just gonna fade away. And she's also, on the other hand, kind of trying to grasp onto the last remnant of Verso, because she feels guilty for his death. She loved her brother, and this is the last thing of his she'll ever have. And the mother is largely the same, just kind of holding on to what she has left of Verso and his world. Whereas Renoir, on the other hand, and now adult Verso, are like, well, it's not real. That doesn't really matter, though. I think if it feels real, then for all intents and purposes, it may as well be real. And I think it would be harsh on the likes of Lune and Ciel to say, oh, it's not real. You know what I mean? That wouldn't really fit right for me, I don't think. They want to live. And for as far as they're concerned, this is life. But in that other world, she's dying, and her mother is dying, and they haven't shown any capability of not staying in the canvas. You know, we watched Trainspotting yesterday on the Discord, and there was a lot of comments. It's about, you know, heroin addicts in Edinburgh, and there's a lot of comments about, oh, just one more hit, you know, just one more hit, and then I'm gonna get clean. One more hit, I'm gonna get clean. And as soon as Maëlle said, just for a little longer, I thought, yeah, that's what's going on here. She's addicted. Like, who would give this up? Why would she ever willingly give this up? She wouldn't. She would die. She would die here. She just would. The only... More than anything, what's making me hesitant is that destroying the canvas kills Esquier, and it kills Lune, and it kills Ciel. You know? It's hard to say that they deserve that just because of the circumstances. But if their existence is predicated on the continued torture of this soul, then I think I've made my decision. I think it's gonna suck. I think it's gonna hurt my soul, but I think it might be the right thing to do. I could and ah about this decision for hours, so I'm just gonna commit. Unfortunately, it means I have to play Verso against Maëlle, which is not gonna necessarily go well. I'm just trying to set him on fire. Don't do any damage, man.
Your existence ends now.
Verso, stop! You can't just decide this for everyone!
We're all hypocrites, doing the same thing to each other.
I agree. Everyone is trying to decide the fate of somebody, you know? There is no detachment going on here at all. Whoopsie daisy. Mael, why are you using Phantom Strike on a single target? That's not very clever.
Your existence ends now.
Maybe don't say things like that though, Verso. That's a bit harsh, I think.
What about Lune and Ciel and Monoko? What about Esquier?
Ciel was right. Grief blinds us. All you see are walls.
I don't have any big attacks from him, do I?
Your existence ends now.
He's gone virtuose. Promise I'm trying to block some of these. Didn't necessarily do a great job, but... Don't know if the burn's gonna kill her, but I'd like it to have one more turn, so I'm gonna skip. Never mind. Our drafts collide.
Don't do this. Don't leave me again.
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay, huh? You've got this incredible power to paint. You'll never have to suffer a life you don't want. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. I will miss you guys.
miroir du temps, nos histoires s'alignent dans le creux de nos mains. Deux mondes se dessinent, l'un peint de rêve où le chagrin s'efface, l'autre nu et réel où notre deuil prend place. Dans le dessin, toile vierge, horizon lointain, peignons ensemble les couleurs de demain, au clair obscur. Œuvres infinies, chaque pas trace la route d'une vie. Au lendemain non écrit, sous les étoiles où tout commence, rien ne finit. Dans les trains du destin, les liens restent éternels dans le dessin.
Right. I wonder whether I continue. I wonder if I could do the other. I don't really want to. I was thinking about that, whether I want to go and watch the other ending. And I kind of do out of pure curiosity's sake, but I also feel like that would be the wrong thing to do somehow. I've made that decision, and I think I need to just stick with that and let that be the story, you know what I mean? Obviously you folks can go and search that out on YouTube or Google it or whatever and watch it for yourselves if you want to. I think I definitely picked what was surely the more depressing ending. Saying goodbye to the likes of Esquier and, well, Lune, SCL and Monoko is heartbreaking. But I feel it's so hard to know. I think it is the right thing to do, and I think if little Verso hadn't been there painting, if that soul fragment of Verso hadn't been there, and he hadn't wanted to stop, if he hadn't, he did this little nod. He was tired, being kept there essentially against his will for the sake of the grief of his family. And I think if that hadn't been part of it, I probably would have gone the other way. I think I probably would have kept the canvas going. Because then you're getting into a case of, okay, yeah, maybe they'll die in real life inverted commas, but what is real life? If, for all intents and purposes, this feels real, it feels real to Lune, it feels real to Ciel, it feels real to Minoko and to Eskie, then how is it any less real than reality? Why is reality so special? If I could plug myself into a computer simulation and live that life, is it any less real? Why does reality have value above unreality just for being real? I guess it shouldn't in some ways. But it does. That's the daft thing. It inherently does. I'd be very interested to see which way people lean on this. Definitely let me know in the comment section which way you would have gone. Like I said, I think I probably would have kept it going. For the sake of Mael, for the sake of keeping those others alive, not having to... at the end of the day, all the NPCs, it's not just those, it's Golgra and everyone else, had their life taken away from them without their say. Oh, that makes me feel a lot worse, actually. But if your existence is predicated upon the torture, essentially, of this young child, is that an existence you want? I think if Lune, for example, in particular, and Ciel, actually, I think both of them, I think Minoko and Eskie clearly understood. And the thing is, Verso wanted to shut down the canvas, and Verso is still that fragment of soul off the young boy. They were trying to keep it alive, and as you saw with Mael at the end, the last thing she wanted to do was lose Verso again. That was her final thought, more than anything else, was, I don't want to lose you again. But he wanted to go. So I call back to what I said about sister suicide and stuff like that. It was definitely a sad ending. There's no way around it. But sometimes it's the right one, I guess. It felt like the correct decision, but I feel a bit sick. It has made me feel a little ill. A little bit of happiness somewhere would have been nice. I mean, Mael, Alicia, I guess. The family was reunited. I don't really care about the family being reunited. At the end of the day, it's one family. But she seemed to come to terms with it. And will carry... This is the thing. They're real, but they're a story, essentially, all the characters, right? They're invented by someone else. They're a story told by someone else. And those stories don't necessarily die. You saw Alicia at the end there with an adorable Eskie doll, which I very much want in my own life. I believe they are working on the Eskie plush. It'll come out eventually. They're also working on a vinyl, which I am going to absolutely be buying. I don't know. It's tough, man. It's tough. I can 100% see either side. Like, it's not one of those where I think you're crazy for picking such and such. It was very close for me. I would say it's about probably 55-45, maybe 60-40 because of the presence of that Verso soul fragment. But 60-40, it was horrible. Right, well, that is Expedition 33. This has been one of my all-time favourite games, one of my all-time favourite playthroughs. Well, I never know about that, because I never know how well something translates into a playthrough, how well something feels as a playthrough. I just know how much I enjoy the games, you know what I mean? Every playthrough is basically the same. But yeah, I've really, really, really enjoyed it. It's a phenomenal game, and I will be heartbroken for many days over it, which is the sign of a good game, in some ways. Whew, right, thank you very much for joining me for this entire thing. There are plans for stuff in the game. I don't know if there's ever new content added. Would we come back? I don't think so. I think the story's done, unless they added more stuff that would kind of like buff up the main game. I'm not like a repeater game player, generally speaking. And let's say they added more games to the main game, or something. They added something to the main game to, you know, more challenges and stuff. I think this is the kind of game where you let the ending be the ending. I think coming back into it now would feel very strange with how it ended, so I probably wouldn't, but we'll wait and see what happens. Either way, this means, of course, we can move on to new playthroughs and new things, which is always very exciting. And we're approaching that 100th playthrough as well. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you lovely folks very soon. Cheers much as always. Bye-bye.